I'll be back shortly. I just gotta do a couple more things before we get started, so if you're waiting, then just a minute. Yes, sir. Alright. You gotta test the sound effects. First things first. See, and I don't know. I bet these don't work. You gotta test the sound effects. First things first. See, and I don't know. I bet these don't work. Alrighty. Well. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Alright. I actually am working. I'm just so annoyed that I still don't think the sound effects work. Alright. Well, straight to it, baby. Mm-hmm. Straight to it, baby. Oh gosh. Oh. Yep. I don't like this one. Like, this is my logo technically, but I don't know. I'll change my logo a lot. I don't care. And just see how it all morphs to the next thing. Yeah, what you know about that? This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. What are you talking about? Yeah, did I make this? Yes, I made this. Yep. Okay. What's up? I don't know. Oh, sorry. My bad. No. I said multiple sentences. Yep. Oh, I didn't mean to change the word. I forgot it was listening. Cool. What is that? What is that? Your version of cool? That was weird. Cool. Snowflake. What is that? What is that? Your version of cool? I'm just teaching it words and then it's transforming itself into a picture. Snowflake. That looks more like an envelope. I'm just teaching it words and then it's transforming. No, it's not bad. Itself into a picture. House. That looks more like an envelope. 3D house. It's not bad. Yeah, see, that's what we're gonna change right now. Like, mm-hmm. Yep. Take it back to the start. All right. Yeah, see, that's what we're gonna change right now. Like, mm-hmm. Yep. Take it back to the start. All right. It's just taking me through every page right now. It's just taking me through every page right now. Oh, that one's taking too long too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 1, 2, 6, 4, 5. What is that? How is that a 6? Oh man. 6. What is that? How is that a 6? Oh man. It's kind of weird. Especially if you just show up to the stream looking at that. I don't know if I like that on there or not. It's like actually pretty clear when you get at the right spot. Especially if you just show up to the stream looking at that. Funny. I don't know if I like that on there or not. It's like actually pretty clear when you get at the right spot. Man. That's funny. Yep. Alright. Sorry. I am. Even though it looks like I'm not working, I'm kind of always working. Alright. That is so funny looking. Oh gosh. Alright. I kind of want to mess with my. Yeah. I do want to mess with my game. Oh, let's see. Yeah, my sound's working. If you get in here and my sound's not working, let me know, but it should be fine. I actually want to see. Yeah, my sound's working. If you get in here and my sound's not working, let me know, but it should be fine. I actually want to see. Get to see my messy room. All right. Get to see my messy room. See if I can find my headphones. Oh gosh. Yo. I gotta unplug these. Mm-hmm. Yo. I don't even know. We'll see. I don't know. Does this work? Maybe. I'll have to test it. That might have my voice playing back, so I'm very sorry if that's what happens. I don't know. Oh gosh. No. See, my voice couldn't even hear my voice in that. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's I hope you can hear me okay. Because most likely, I can test it real quick, but let's see. No. I hope. I don't know. That might have my voice playing back, so I'm very sorry. Been hearing my voice in there. Huh. That might have my voice playing back, so I'm very sorry. If that I think it's because this profile. Okay. Because most likely I can test it real quick. Let's see. I don't know. That might have my voice playing back. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like it's working. I doubt it. I bet it will now. No. What do you think? I doubt it. We'll see. I bet it will now. What do you think? Huh. We'll see. It's like both of them. I don't know if I want that. Huh. Huh. See, I'm just gonna turn that off. It's like both of them. Hopefully, I don't know if I want that. Let me see if my mic's. I feel like my audio on my normal mic's a little too low, anyways. Huh. We'll see. Because I'm kind of measuring the two. About there. Hopefully, I don't know if I want that. Let me see if my mic's. I feel like my audio on my normal mic's a little too low, anyways. We'll see. Because I'm kind of measuring the two. About there. Let me see if my mic's. I feel like my audio on my normal mic's a little too low. We'll see. Because I'm kind of measuring the two. About there. Now I don't know. Now I feel like I'm hearing feedback, which means other people might be. Sorry, I can't always prepare heavily for these, so we're gonna test it again right here because I'm talking. Now I don't know. Now I feel like I'm hearing feedback, which means other people might be. Sorry, I can't always prepare heavily for these, so we're gonna test it again right here. I think it's good now. So we're good. All right, cool. I'm just gonna focus on the what we were doing, which was gonna be messing with. I'm doing a bunch of stuff like always, but I've been working on this game. Oh, did that light just cut on? That's pretty funny. Yeah, it did. And see, my live sign's not on right now. I'm completely not live, you know. But at least that light came on. That felt good. It's a lot of red, but it's okay. All right. Light came on. That felt good. Hopefully my mic's not a little too loud. Red, but I think we're good. Okay, let's just keep going. So yeah, this is very much a work in progress. It will always be a work in progress, but I have a lot of ideas about it. But these are all like, it's way more than one thing. It's really everything. That's the goal. But these are all points of light that can be shifted and moved around to make lots of different things. And that's what I've been testing with this kind of stuff, like shapes, and you can see like the depth. And this is just still kind of 2D, but that's what we're gonna mess with, and we're gonna mess with the game, and then I gotta go to sleep. So let's do that. All right, yeah, and I got my code screen on, so we should be good. Let me find. Okay. Oh, I got all caps on, so. You know what I should do is just turn this on, and it'll just keep the screen moving. This is only listening to the last word. Well, it's listening to every word, but it's only reading the last word because it's trying to form sort of memory and then pictures. So it's definitely hearing it all, but donkey. Oh. Oh gosh, I knew it was gonna try to make a donkey. What is that? That looks like. How is that? Okay, glasses. Hmm. See, and this is why it needs to be 3D. All right, you're about to see. We're doing it live. Live. Mm-hmm. Shake. What? What? Oh, it made a shake. What? What? Hmm. 999. 1,000. 1K. Ooh, that's good. Good. Here, I'll show you something cool too. Is it type morph? Type morph. Yeah, so I'll show you right now because what it's doing is showing my font. So if I wanted to, I can go take, and I do want to, so I can show you. So we're gonna take every 3 and bend it. That's just gonna be our formula. Okay, and then I want to line this one up more into an actual arrow pointing up. There we go. So now the G is like that. Huh. Okay. Yeah. So some of them won't be able to do. Oh, hello. I'm just changing my letters so when I I'll just shut up and just do it so I don't get distracted. But you can watch me and then say something. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing as the W, but backwards. Yeah. E's already done. Do D. I's kind of hard to do anything with, but you can always like shift it. Maybe even have it a little bit higher. Or a little, yeah, that we'll stick with that. Just a little shift. Okay. Let's see if it probably won't. Gum. No. Type morph. Yeah, see, I don't know how to make that update. Yeah. It says this is something I've made to you can make your own fonts instead of you using other people's fonts. Just something I'm working on. But all I was doing that for was to see if oh, hold on a second. Huh. I swear I keep hearing something. Hmm. This is a game I'm working on. It is gonna be really cool. Oh look, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's like I shrunk down to a mouse. I need to restart, so yeah, this is better. As of right now, I'm just working on like mechanics, not the visual upgrade. Because once I have the mechanics all kind of set, it'll be easier to do like a visual sweep. Hmm. Oh, silent stream. Sorry, but for anybody being like, oh man, you know, everything that I do ends up paying off. Like whether it be just a learning experience or I get content for later or I use this as like B-roll. It doesn't really matter. Like I'm playing a game that I made, you know, and that is going to be usable in some way or the other. So right now, I'm crawling through another portal, and it says I'm in a room made of brass. Which, if you can't realize it, I'm actually inside the keyhole, and I'm a little ant. So, an ant has a much different experience than walking through this room as a human or a mouse. Because if you remember, a mouse could run up and he could move the pencil. He couldn't move a book, but he could move a pencil just like the person. And now this ant just took a long time to get all the way to this pencil, and look how large the pencil is to the ant. It cannot get through it. It's a wall. It can jump over it, climb up top. So yeah. Now, what the ant can do is go through small passageways that even the mouse couldn't squeeze through. Like if that was a straw, an ant could fit through the straw. So that's the whole concept of the game. It's just, you know, it's not necessarily your environment, it's what you're able to do within it that makes you successful or not. Clip it. Yep. Point proven though. And that's a funny thing too. The first time I streamed, which I guess is like 6 streams ago or something, I was so worried about if somebody was watching, like, because I guess it felt like I was talking to nobody. But if there's one thing I've realized about, you know, my path and my life so far, it's that just because something happens or seems to be a certain way doesn't mean that's actually the grand scheme of things in the picture. And it's actually really cool to see, you know, like I have ideas from 13 years ago that I'm using to like build everything I'm doing. And I have journals and journals of, you know, poems and just scribbles and ideas and doodles. And I remember thinking so many times, like, you know, what is this all for? But it's cool to see now that it's like, you know, if you just kind of stick with it, and I've always kind of had the idea in my head that I was gonna be creative for a living. I've definitely been doing like I've been doing it my whole life, and I've wanted to my whole life. So it's cool to finally get to this like culmination. I'm about to be 35, and I got 4 kids, and it's like, I'm kind of at that point to where I'm ready to take even bigger step. It's like, turning 18 or 21 makes you feel like you're an adult, but there's a it's like you go through these little phases in life, and it's like you evolve every single time, and you hopefully get better every single time and learn from the previous phase, and you kind of create new goals or sharpen your goals. And that's kind of where I'm at. Is like I feel like I'm at a pretty pivotal point. Luckily, I've had, in my opinion, like complete focus on a singular goal, and how I'm getting to that goal I don't necessarily know, other than like being consistent and showing up. So that's why I'm here with no one watching. It's just because like that's the shift in me, is like I don't need somebody to watch today for me to do it today. Um, Maybe in 13 years, this video is like, you know, oh, it all makes sense. But you don't know. So you just keep showing up and, keep trying to make it better. That's literally my mantra from now on, is like, stop waiting for everything to be good. And, what do I wait for a bunch of people to watch me to start streaming, or do I just start streaming? And what's funny is like these headphones have not had a purpose in like 20 minutes, but I forgot. So, you know, just side note there. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. Mhm. See this is good too, because it's like some up close footage of my old ugly wrinkly face. But, this is good. This is good for the old content manager, you know what I mean? She's always telling me what to give her. And I don't have enough up close. But see, this isn't even, I'm messing up already, because if I was trying to do up close, I would have been at a better camera angle. But I'm working on Ember and letting y'all see this game, so let me get back to it. Ooh, what is this? Here, I'll just come in here with this. Let y'all jump in behind the scenes. So I said, how do we get Ember to morph into 3D objects? Ember is this being that you've been watching move around. This is Ember, okay? It's essentially a spark. I don't even know if I'll continue to call it Ember, but it's like the name that kind of popped up. So we'll see. Ember does make sense, but sometimes I just want to call it Spark. And I also don't know what the shape will end up being. This is all very like malleable, and everything I do, I don't lock it down to like, ooh, this is it. It's like I want this to evolve, just like me, because this is essentially like my business visualized. Like whether that makes sense or not, that's up to me to kind of figure out how to translate. But it's my entire business, and what I'm working on right now is getting it to see behind the scenes of my business, and then market my business like be able to morph into different animations. So instead of me using like, AI video generation and all the stuff like that I could use, and I'm not saying it's like, if you figure out a cool way to use it, then by all means use it. But I thought it would be cool to like generate my own art, like, which is why you can do things like my real face. Like, that's a picture of my real face. But it's just 420,000 points of light combined to make it. So, and you can adjust the detail, but all these are actual like points of light. Not just like randomness, not just a one and done generation. That's the goal, is to like build that library up for my own business. That way, when I talk, like when I talk, she will understand. Mm-hmm. What was that? Gum. Grew Up Media. Come on. VHS. Hmm. Interesting. Oh, what was that? A card? Oh, no, I gotta go. I'm definitely going to card. Oh, yeah, card got to upgrade. Hey, if you need a card, for your significant other, you can like generate a card to share on social media or email or text, and you can, you know, customize it. You can add photos, up to 6 photos, say who it's for. Each photo you can add a caption, so you can be personal and funny. And then you can create the card, it exports it, and you can send it. But there's a lot of different options. But they're just like virtual cards. But this page got to upgrade, and I forgot to look at it, to be honest. So, but I like it. It's an actual shimmery card, so that's cool. It would be cool to make like trading cards. I know it's like, who would really want it, but it would be cool to make trading cards like this, and eventually have those. Like, even if it's just a set for myself, or my kids are into trading cards too, but it'd be cool to make them, and then you could view them like this. But yeah, so many cool things you can do. I just hadn't seen this in a minute. So let's see. I can take you back here. All right. Okay, we're gonna prove it's possible first, and then we'll go deeper into it.
She already.
Sorry, I'm just reading. No, I'm saying sorry to a future viewer, by the way. Nobody, there's nobody to say sorry to, but it's like, yeah, I guess if you watch this whole thing and watch all my silences. But honestly, there's a lot to learn. You can take a lot from this if you like paused and read it too. There's if there's one thing I can promise you, is that I am not in any way more capable than any of you that somehow stumble upon this. Uh, you are extremely capable. You just have to figure out something you really like doing. That way you can stay up late and do it and not actually ever like the whole idea of like do what you love so you never feel like you work a day in your life. I I don't even think about hours. Like I want to work as much as I can because I enjoy it, and I know that with the shift that's happening in the world, this is a huge opportunity for me to be where I should be, and that's all up to me working like showing up like this with nobody watching. And I know it's like I know deep down it's gonna pay off because um why wouldn't it? Like why wouldn't it pay off when it's like I have my eye on the target. I've been pulling back for so long, waiting, trying to figure out the target, and it's like I found the target and I've already let go. So the arrow's in travel right now, and the target's not about to move. And if it does, I'll aim back and fire again. But most likely that target stands still, and I just see myself, you know, because I have a plan. I'm executing the plan. I'm adapting. I'm overcoming. Right? And I'm getting pushed and tested by, you know, the outside environment, which is how I know that there's something behind this that I need to keep pushing for. And yeah, it's such a cool feeling, like, and to know like it didn't make sense for so long, but I never ever stopped believing like I can do what I love for a living. I can do what I love for a living, you know. It was just like sort of just continuing, you know. That's all I can say is like just continuing to go. And it's funny because it's like I might sound like I'm talking like I've made it, but I kind of do feel like I've made it, even though my outside circumstances aren't like screaming that. It it feels that way because I know that now the work I'm doing is just, you know, like I said, it's inching me closer and closer to that target. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And it's like why not? Like I that happened in my brain all the time is like why would I not try it? Like why would I hope that, you know, I'm not going to regret? That just doesn't make sense. Cuz all I could think of is like if I try it and nothing works out, then I just come back to do this, you know? Come back to not enjoying my life. So, you know. And it was like I say, it's not like the aha moment happened multiple times, and it's almost like it just gets a little bit stronger and funnier each time because it's such a surprise. But it's like the keep going aspect, like just keep going, keep stacking like one day after the other, 1 hour, 1 minute, you know. But if you do nothing, you're not stacking anything. Like even if you lay, like if you're building a house and you lay one single brick a day, it's going to take you a long time to build it, okay? But if you place that brick perfectly, then you're going to have a perfectly built house in however many days it takes to build the size house you want. So if all you can do is lay one brick, if all you can do is uh, cut out one brick and bake it in the sun and you have to wait till the next day to lay it, then at least the next day you can lay a brick, right? But waiting and doing nothing and hoping one day it's just going to land in your lap is probably not going to pan out the way you think. And I'm not saying that because I didn't do that. I'm saying that because that is exactly what I did. Just hope that one day the opportunity would come, and the opportunity really came when I was like, I'm going to go get the opportunity. So, and I'm going to test myself, and I'm going to start streaming, and I'm going to change my business from kind of one realm to another just because it actually excites me, you know? Like, I am not afraid of change, that's for sure. Even if it's hard, like, you know, it's all hard. And I used to think I'm rambling right now, but I am building something in the background. That's what this is doing. But, yeah, so, yeah, I'll just shut up. Let that keep working for a second. We're going to work on a game at the same time. Oh gosh, my hat. Man, gotta wake up early. I can't be on too long. Oh, I mean, I've been streaming, but I gotta give a good. Let me see. Start 109. When? Okay. Definitely gotta give another good 10 minutes of but we're gonna change. I can't always. I wake up pretty early, so. But it's not about like I said. It's like, did I stream 6 hours? You know, like maybe you should. No. Um. And I also don't always know when I can stream, so that's why I like make a post when I'm live, because that's when I know I'm gonna be live. I try to schedule it, but life happens. So, and it's okay. I'm still here. I promise you, I got clips out of that. Like I said, with nobody watching, don't have to watch now. You'll watch later, or you won't. But I'll still be there. All right. I was looking at my phone. Hmm. Mm. Moving slow. Yep. This is why I want to get. I want to get this. There's so many cool things I can do with this. Oh, I like that a lot. Wow, heck yeah. I want to. Let me just open that. My computer's kind of lagging right now, so I'm a little nervous. Yeah, that took a while. I want to. My computer's kind of lag. I'm a little nervous. Very laggy right now. Yeah, that took a while. All right. Sorry guys. I think I gotta end it. I think my computer's gonna say bye in a second, anyways. So very laggy right now. All right. Sorry guys. Thanks for tuning in the future.